Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Katie Rolls With It, and in today's video, we are going to be planning in my hourly life planner for the week of June 30th through July the 6th. Today is July the 5th. A lot of these stickers have stickers on them. They're kind of prepped and ready to go. One of the things that I wanted to do, I like to plan in this planner and I like to keep it long term. But what ends up happening is a lot of times I will pre-plan my week, but because I actually use the Daily Duo as far as like my everyday planner, I don't always go back and look at this planner and fill it back in. And so it was just not working as well. There were a lot of weeks where I had things in the planner itself that I wanted to go back and revisit, and I just didn't. And so I'd have this beautiful spread. It would look so pretty, and I wouldn't go back and fill it in, complete it. So what I think that I'm gonna do, this planner starts in July, so this is the first week of the planner. What I think that I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to do this planner kind of in retrospect. That way I can write down the things that I did actually accomplish. I can, there's nothing that is gonna be, oh, I planned to do this and then I didn't. Or, like for instance here, I created this box that says pay bills, but it doesn't have anything written in it. Well, now I already paid our bills, so I can write those things in, I can mark them off, things like that. And so that's what I think that I'm going to do moving forward. So this one, when I upload them into my YouTube channel, might seem like it's behind a little bit, but that's intentional. And that is because I want this to be a more completed planner, where I don't have so many beautiful spreads that I never go back and actually fill in. But also, I'm really kind of a perfectionist, and so if I have things in different pens, or I don't want to scratch things out, things like that. And so I think that the best use of my time and energy in this planner to make it more of an archive type planner and pretty and all of that stuff is to do it in retrospect, so after the fact. So the kit that I'm going to use is Planner Cake Kit 612. So it is actually a kit from last year, but it's a really beautiful kit. And a lot of times too, I don't always buy kits at full value, like full price. I like to get them sometimes on sale. And so sometimes I get kits that are from the year before, that kind of thing. And I still think they're beautiful and usable and all that stuff. So I'm not an affiliate for anyone. That's not really why I got into this. And I'm glad that people can do that and want to do that. And I will for sure let you know who I'm shopping and, that kind of thing. But I want to make sure that I communicate that I don't always buy the most current things, and so you might not be able to find it if you are looking for the particular kit, and I'm using an older kit, so an older type kit. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, we're going to do the week of June 30th through July 6th. You can tell I decided to go with the bouquet, I think, the bouquet pattern, and so it has these really muted kind of pastel type colors, but there's a shaded area on the monthly, as well as there's this shaded area up here. That's really about the only color on the page, so they're pretty neutral. I did like the font choice. It was very elegant and beautiful. I may end up covering that up sometimes, but I also may leave it. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But we're gonna go ahead and get started here. And so I put up a video on my YouTube channel as of this morning that I filmed earlier this week. It's my A5 Daily Duo for this week. And you'll notice earlier in this particular video, I showed you a 7x9 Daily Duo. When I was at Go Wild this past May, which is a really beautiful opportunity my husband allowed for me to go. I have a lot of feelings about Go Wild. And I would love to share that at some point, but that's not a today thing. But he did make a way for me to be able to go, and I'm very thankful for that, because it's not something that is really in my price point as far as the cost of conferences go. It's a little more than I really want to spend, but he did do some odd jobs and make a way for me to go, and so I'm very thankful for that. But one of the things that I did decide at Go Wild is that I've always been like a multi-planner user, yes, and I wanted to figure out a way I can get it all in one. And so one of the things that I decided to do was to move from the A5 Daily Duo to the 7x9 Daily Duo, because I needed more space if I was going to get all my stuff in it. But what I've also decided is I still have quite a few kits and things for the A5 Daily Duo. And so I thought that I would just move forward and still plan out the A5 Daily Duo for my YouTube channel. Because like I said, I have the kits that I had already purchased. It would just be very similar to how I'm using it, just in the 7x9 size. But yeah, I wanted to kind of do that. Because I have some of these stickers already filled with stickers, this might feel a little bouncy as far as a video goes. I just ask that you bear with me. Again, I want this to be an accurate reflection of how the week actually went, as opposed to planning ahead of time and never going back to it and filling it in. So I am excited to kind of see a little bit more of a completed spread as I'm going back through. So I am going to go ahead and list the things that I know happened at a particular time, things like that. I am going to put down this habit tracker. I'm going to write on it and in it. This is a Sharpie pen. It's kind of old school, but I'm going to use it. All right, so I wrote in water plants. And so it is, like I said, Saturday. yesterday. Monday, there was rain on Tuesday and rain on Thursday. And then we have done laundry most of the days this week. We didn't do it yesterday, the 4th of July. I am gonna go ahead and use this sticker here on the sidebar because this is such a elegant font and this color kind of matches. I'm gonna leave the June 2025 up there, which is kind of funny because, yeah, I'm going to because it starts in June and that's totally fine. We'll just kind of stick it here because it matches pretty well. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at some of these stickers that we have here. I did work 4 days this week during the regular week, as well as today I worked this morning. So I'm going to use these. This is a Planner Kate freebie, and I thought a lot of these colors kind of complemented very well. And then I got these navy times from a kit where I had bought the times, and then I didn't end up actually using them, and so I was like, well, how can I use those? And so I thought navy kind of goes with this. There's some navy here in this floral, and we're going to use these for sure. Oops. Work from home sticker. We're going to butt it up here because I do work from 9 until 1 when I work on Saturday, and so that works out really, really well. I am going to write in here a 5 daily duo, because I did upload that today. So we're just gonna kind of put it up here. Oops. Because that did in fact happen. Awesome. All right. We had a pool day and family dinner yesterday for the 4th of July. We got there about 11 or so, and also kind of 8 in the afternoon. It was wonderful time to be with family. We enjoyed that very, very much. Bills that were paid were I'm going to list this over on the sidebar. I do pay them on Thursday when I get paid, and these are in fact the bills that got paid this week. But I did quite a bit of things on Thursday, with that being my last day in the office this week. So I kind of need the space for that, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of mark this up here, like so. And then we'll still go ahead and mark all of these off because I did actually pay them. These two are automatic payments, and so these are the weeks that they'll come out, but they haven't actually come out of my account yet. So that is something I can come back and do. Also, putting the A helps me to realize that I don't actually have to go in and pay them. They happen automatically. So that works out really well for me. I'm gonna go ahead and use this washi here for the weekend banner. Like that. Oops, whoops, there we go. Weekend, all right. Okay, now as far as some of these, we're gonna go ahead and put them down where they happened. Thursday is payday, so we're gonna go ahead and put that up here. Friday is trash day. We did still have trash pickup, even though it was a holiday. Friday was my day off, and I'm just now realizing that that is the same pattern. So we'll move that down just a little bit, just to list that right there. Looks very crooked. All right, so I have not done it yet, but I do need to refill my medicine. That is a today job. Okay, all right, payroll was completed Tuesday morning. This way. I had a webinar this day here, along with therapy here. We have a Bible study on Monday. We have another Bible study on Wednesday. groceries delivered on Monday. One of the bills that doesn't actually come out with this payroll was paying rent. So it's the last week bill, but we have to pay it on an app. So I always try to notate that on the actual day. I'll have to look at this and write it in after the fact, just because I keep track of it on my phone, and I'm currently filming with my phone, but I weigh in on Monday. I did do that. I filmed my video on Tuesday evening. So we had some planning time there, but then we also have some planning time today, so I'm gonna mark that as well. I'll stick this little planner right here. That now. My honey went to see Jurassic World with my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, nephew, and our really good friend Pearson. So that actually happened today, but that was a Bradley Bradley responsibility. Not responsibility, but you know what, I think I am going to stick this right here. And we're just going to put this little TV guy here just to signify that he did go to the movie. It says movie day. You can't really see it, but that's okay. I know it's there. I know it's there. We gave our puppy girl her heartworm medicine on the 2nd. We try to do it on the 1st every month, and I notified Bradley, and he's like, oh yeah. So, okay. Let me go here. Let's go ahead and throw down what's happening at church. We've got our worship practice at 8. And then we have a meeting after the fact. And then we have Sunday school, which I'm going to just write. And then we've got church. Like so. All right, I gave the schedule to our scheduler early on Thursday. In fact, I probably could just mark it up there. things around the house tomorrow evening, or by tomorrow evening. I may end up doing them a little bit today if I can. We're just going to use it because we can. We're going to put on there this Finally Friday. Just like that. There. And then I paid the bills on Thursday, so oops. Oh gosh, I love these kits so much. Like, they're just so fun to have, like, all of the words and everything. So and I did it on Thursday at lunchtime. Here. Okay. All right. I worked on my time card on Monday. I've been better at doing it the following week for the week prior than to remember to do it on Friday. But then, like, this week we didn't work on Friday, but I worked today, so it makes more sense for me to kind of do it the Monday afterward. I did sign and deliver red slips. This kind of happens a couple times a week, but this particular week I did it on Tuesday. I do always do the absenteeism spreadsheets the same time I do payroll, because I just do it at the same time. I did start working on the attendance notifications and the perfect attendance on Wednesday, kind of in the afternoon. So I can stick those there. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything. Okay. Okay. I am going to note that I did it right here. Never mind. That's what I was going to say. I was going to note that I uploaded a video. But I did yesterday evening edit. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. I guess that was silly for me to take that off. I'm reading a book right now called Godwin's Grocery. Stick this kind of in this area. It's more like a kind of like a currently situation, you know, where you're just kind of when you look back on it, you can be like, oh yeah, I remember that book or whatever. So, I will be going out of town at the end, about this time next week, and so there's somebody who's going to be hopefully taking over for me to lead worship, and so, or to play the piano. Oops. So I need to kind of do a run through with him there. Okay. Alrighty, so then this other one here that I put one of these lovely checklists on is I want to list some of the things. Oh, also. So these are things that I do regularly, these first three things anyway. This I do every month, but I did it this particular week. Then we had a new fee schedule go out and a new membership agreement go out. Along with that, with the newsletter. So those things were I had a busy week this week as far as those kinds of things are concerned. And so these are things that did get done. Some of them were on other days than Monday, but I feel pretty confident that I can just list them here because, to be completely honest, other than like specific meetings, they kind of sometimes flow into the next day anyway. So the other thing that I did do is I did perform an audit. So I'm going to go ahead and place that down there. I'm going to use this little money here because I work at a financial institution, and so that's kind of what we were auditing, was cash. Okay, alrighty. Okay, so those are the things that I know happened. Again, I'm gonna find out my weight that's on my phone right now. Everything else in here, other than this is the only day that we have left, basically, which this is happening, you know, and I just put what I was reading. This I put clean house. I might do some of it today. I did a little bit yesterday. You know, it's kind of more of a weekend type chore. I think what I can do is, see, I've got a couple big boxes. I don't really have room for a big box on this one, but I do here and here. No, not there. So let me go ahead and grab this one for here. And so that's that one there. This is that one there. that's okay. So we're just gonna kind of give a little bit like that. Okay, I think that that's really my week in a nutshell. I do have a little bit of space here that I don't really have anything to specify. I am filming a video right here, so maybe I'll just write film on one of these little guys. I did film here. Film hourly. I can go ahead and put that here. So there's an opportunity if I get done editing, I may be able to upload again here. So let me just write in hourly. I can get another one of those YouTube play buttons, and I'll just stick this right here. Maybe. I'm trying to cover this Asherah Begins, only because I don't celebrate it. I do. I'm grateful that Erin Condren puts the holidays in. That is just not one that I celebrate, so I don't have to leave it where you can see it. Okay. Finally Friday. I have one that says Hello Monday. Probably. About here, like so, maybe. Just to kind of mimic the other one over here, like that, maybe. Except what did I do with the? Oh, it's right here. I'm like, I don't know what I did with it. So, Hello Monday. Nice, okay. I am going to use this coffee cup here for work at home. I don't generally drink coffee much, but actually, you know what? I got a coffee. Weird flex, I know, but I picked up a coffee along with dinner on Wednesday as a little treat. So, oops, I did that before I went to class, so that's nice. Oh, I do have here, I had a another staff meeting. We'll go ahead and just kind of put it here in the center. It didn't last this whole length of the sticker, but I forgot to put it in there before I put that sticker down, so we'll do it like that. Okay. have some large boxes. I have, of course, some of the sampler. I have a few checklists and things like that. I also have a to-do in it this week. I have all of the numbers and some flags here, as well as this freebie. So I have quite a bit of things left over, but I think that this kit turned out so cute. Again, I'm trying to do this more in a back planning type way as opposed to this way forward planning, just because I find I don't go back and make the check boxes or fill in what I need to, sort of a thing. So anyway, I think this is gonna work just perfectly fine. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And I've got some little baby flies. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.